Welcome to Nabeel Math Academy. This is Dr. Mohammed Nabeel. In this video, we are going to see the relative maxima and minima. We can calculate the relative maxima minima using the two tests. As we before going to the problem, so what is the concept? We will just understand from the graph. So we will have a graph of the function f of x. This is a sum function f of x you will have, and if you find it this one here, this is the maximum point. So this is the maximum point of the graph, and this is the minimum point of the graph. So I have to calculate the x and y value of this point. So this is my question. So x comma y, I have to find it the point, the maximum and minimum point I have to find. That can be calculated using the two tests. One is first derivative test and the second derivative test. In the first derivative test, we have to find the critical value. What is the critical value? First, what you have to do? So you have to differentiate the given function f of x and put it equal 0. So after solving this equation, you will get the values of x. Then I have to substitute the points. So if it is from plus to minus the relative minimum, it means that the graph is going on increasing. After attaining this point, it start decreasing. So when f prime of x is changing from positive to negative, this is the maximum point. And after this point, it is going on decreasing. Here you will have a minus. Here you will have a minus. After this point, it start increasing. It start increasing. Therefore, when you have from negative to positive, therefore it is relative minimum. If there is no change, suppose this line, suppose if I take this line, so there is a no change here. So this is a saddle point. This is the saddle point, this point and this point, in which we cannot see there is a change in the sign. So therefore we call it, these points are called as the saddle point. When coming to the second derivative, here the same step, you have to calculate the critical point. After calculating the critical point, you have to find the second derivative. When you substitute the critical point and the second derivative, if it is more than 0, it is minimum. If it is less than 0, it is maximum. If it is equal 0, it is neither maximum nor minimum, it's a saddle point. Let us start with the first problem. I will solve this problem using both the tests. We will solve this one. First, I have to differentiate. This is the first step. I have to differentiate. F prime of x equal 3x square minus 3. After this is 1, so I have to put it equal 0. I have to put it equal 0, the first prime, in order to calculate the critical value. So f prime of x is equal 0. When I substitute this 0, you will get 3x square minus 3 equal 0. Therefore, you will find it x square is equal 1, and then x equal plus or minus 1. So you will get the two values. One is x equal plus 1 and another one is x equal minus 1. So I will calculate this one by using both the tests. The first, I will do it by using first derivative test. Up to this step is going to be the same in both the derivative test. So you have to calculate the critical points. After that, I have to use the first derivative first here. So let us go with this. I write it the line here. And this is my critical value. So therefore, you will find it the minus 1 here. And it will be plus 1 here. It will be plus 1 will be here. Now, I write it the function. I have to use the function f prime of x. So f prime of x is given by 3x square minus 3. So let us go with the calculator. So I have to use 3 alpha x square minus 3. Then press calc button. It asks the value of x. What is the value of x? Just I have to know the neighborhood points of minus 1, right? This point. And similarly the neighborhood point of plus 1. So let us check here. I will take minus 2, I will take 0. Here I will take 2. So what should be the value? Is it sign? I need the sign. So when I substitute minus 2, so the value will be plus. So I write it here plus. Then when I substitute calci again, 0 equal. So it is minus. This is minus. When I substitute calci x equal to, therefore the value will be plus. So what is your conclusion? What is your conclusion now? So this point is changing from positive to negative. Therefore, it is a relative minimum or maximum. That is plus to minus. Plus to minus is what? Plus to minus is maximum. So it is a maximum. So this one is relative maximum. Maximum. Now this one, what is this one? This is going to change from negative to positive. This is relative minimum. So how will you write the points? The points are, I can write it as minus 1 comma f of minus 1, which is the relative maximum, and here 1 comma f of 1, which is a relative minimum. So if you want to calculate the point, you can just fix the f of x in the calculator, put the value. So I write it here. I have to feed this function. I have to fix this function in order to calculate f of 1 and f of minus 1. So first I fix the function here. Just press the reset here. This is alpha x power 3. Then minus 3 alpha x. So it is in the power. So I don't want in the power. So I need minus 3 alpha x. Then plus 3. Again calci, I have to give the two value. When I substitute 1, what should be the value? It is 1. When I substitute minus 1, the value will be 5. So this is 1 and this is 5. So after I substitute here, the values are minus 1 comma f of minus 1 is 5 and this is 1 comma 1. So this is my value, relative maxima and minima. So you will get a same result, same conclusion by using second derivative test. Let us solve by second derivative test. So what is the second derivative test here? We will have, so up to this is same. So you have to find up to the critical points. So the critical point up to this step is same in the second derivative as well. So what you have to do first, the function is given as f of x equal x power 3 minus 3x plus 3. Now I have to differentiate one time. You will find it this one as 3x square minus 3. When I substitute f prime of x equals 0, so you will get 3x square minus 3 equals 0. 3x square equal 3, and if you cancel x square equal 1, then x equal plus or minus 1. So we will get the 2.1 and minus 1. Minus 1. Now I have to do it the second derivative. So I have to find the second derivative. Since it is the name is second derivative, I have to use the second derivative. So you have to calculate the f double prime. F double prime. So this one f double prime is, how will you calculate f double prime? Differentiate this part. So when you differentiate this one, you will get 6x minus 3 becomes 0. I have to substitute the value f double prime of 1. When I substitute 1, so the value will be 6. It is more than 0. More than 0 means, as per the conclusion in the result, more than 0, it is relative minimum. So it is relative minimum. and here f double prime of minus 1, which is equal minus 1, this is equal minus less than 0, relative maximum. So this is the result. So if you want to write it, the points are what? The points, the minimum 1 comma f of 1 and maximum point minus 1 comma minus 1. So if you see this one, the result is same. 1 comma f of 1, 1 comma f of 1, which is minimum, minus 1 comma f of minus 1, which is maximum. So using the first derivative test and the second derivative test, the result will be going to be a same. Now we will solve one more problem. So we will have a equation which have a degree 4. So always whenever you will have a cubic equation, when you differentiate, you will get a quadratic. So you will get two values of x. When the curve is, the function f of x is given as a degree 4, when you differentiate, it is power 3. So you will find the three critical values. So we will solve this one by using the first and second derivative. Let us check. So first one, f prime of x. What is f prime of x? Which is 4x power 3 minus 12x square plus 8x plus 0. Now I have to put it the f prime of 0 in order to find the critical point. So you will find it 4x square, 4x cube minus 12x square plus 8x equal 0. So I have to solve this equation. How will you solve this equation? So just press on mode. You have EQN. Just press 5. Here this is degree 3. This is a third order equation. So I have taken this one power 4. What is A? A is nothing but 4. I just press 4 equal. What is B? Minus 12. The coefficient of x square. C, the coefficient of x, which is 8. And D, there is no constant. Therefore, I have to put it this one as a constant 0. Because constant is 0. I have to put this equation as a 0. 0 equal. Then again equal, you will find it x equal to x equal 1 and 0. So you will find it the three values. This is 1, 2 and 0. So I will write it this value as x equal 0, x equal 1, x equal 2. So this is the critical points. Now I have to discuss at these critical points. So I will solve by using first derivative, by first derivative test. So you will find it the value as test equal, then we will have yes, so my x equal 0, it will be here, x equal 1, it will be here, x equal 2, it will be here. So I have to use the first derivative means, so I will take the function f prime. So what is f prime? This is f prime. So I will take f prime is equal, f prime is equal, f prime is equal 4x power 3 minus 12x square plus 8x. Now just I fix this equation in the calculator. So if you want to reset the mode, so just press mode and 1. So equation mode will be cleared. Now I have to check this one, x power 3 then minus 12x power 2 then mine plus 8x alpha x. After that I have to check this point, the neighboring point of 0, neighboring point of 1, neighboring point of 2. So I will check here minus 1. Let us go with the minus 1, which is what? So I have given here. So I have to remove this calci. Put the calci button, then minus 1 equal. So it is minus, so I write it minus here. This is minus 24. Now I have to check here between 0 and 1. I write it half, 0.5. 0.5 calci 0.5, which is positive, which is positive. Now let us go with the value in between 1 and 2. I will check calci 1.5, which is in between 1 and 2. This is negative. This is negative. When I check x calci 2.3 or something 3, I will go with the 3. So what happened here? It is plus. So now can you tell me here minus to plus? This is minimum. From plus to minus, this is maximum. From negative to positive, this is minimum. So this is minimum, and this is also minimum, and this is maximum. So I write it the values. There are two values you will find it. So it is 0 comma f of 0 and 2 comma f of 0 are relative minimum, because two minimum points are there. Now the maximum point are 1 comma f of 1 is relative maximum. Relative maximum. So this is the same conclusion you will find it if you use the second derivative test. Let us go with this one. So let us solve the problem using second derivative test. So we will have the same story up to this part. So critical value, up to the critical value, it is going to be the same. No change in the critical value. You will have f prime of x. So it is 4x power 3 minus 12x square plus 8x. And put it f prime of x equals 0. So you will have 4x power 3 minus 12x square plus 8x equals 0. Upon solving using calculator, we will find it x equals 0, x equal 1, x equal 2. By using second derivative test, so I have to find the second derivative of the function. So what is the second derivative of this function? So f double prime of x. What is f double prime? Which is 12x power 2 minus 24x plus 8. So this is my value. Now I will take the values here, the substitute one by one. F double prime of 0, when I substitute 0, you will get all these values 0, it is equal 8. Otherwise, you can fix the whole equation in the calculator. I just press 12x power 2 minus 24 alpha x plus 8 calci 0. So the value will be 8. So I write it 8. Now calci 1. So what should be the 1? It is minus 4. So I write it here 1, which is minus 4. Calci, I have to give the value is equal to. So calci again, give the value 2. So the value will be plus 8. So what is your conclusion here? If it is more than 0, so I will say it is a relative minimum. Relative minimum. So this is also relative minimum. And here we will have this one less than 0. This is relative maximum. So if you want to write it the points, so you will find it the two values here at the last. So what are they? So 0 comma f of 0 and 2 comma f of 2 are relative minimum. And there is only one point which is relative maximum, that is 1 comma f of 1 is relative maximum. So we can stop, or otherwise you can just calculate the f of 1 by using the calculator as we done before problem. So this is more than enough. So in this video we have just discussed about the relative maxima minima using the first and second derivative. See you in the next video. Thank you.